Hey guys, it's 2025 and I want to say a very big welcome to us all in 2025. This is my first video for the year here on YouTube. If you've been following me on my TikTok, yeah, I have posted lots of videos already on TikTok, but this is my official video on YouTube, and I want to say a very big welcome to you guys in 2025. Thank God for preserving us till this time, and we are praying that all the immigration policies this year will be a favor to us all, especially those that have subscribed to my YouTube and those that are still watching and not subscribing. Please, if you are seeing this face for the first time, please hit the subscribe button. This year shall be good news for us all in Jesus' name. So in today's video, if you already follow, if you are coming from my TikTok, I already made an announcement that I'll be talking about how to get a permanent resident even with a low comprehensive ranking score, like the routes you can possibly take that can help you to get a permanent resident. And I want to urge you guys, if you are not following me on my TikTok, please go and follow me on my TikTok, because sometimes there are some immigration updates that might come suddenly and I will share it first on my TikTok. So some, like for example, the Agri-Food pilot that opened, that was yesterday, about 2 days ago, I've already shared it on my TikTok because it's a quick news. So you know, with YouTube you need to put the phone on landscape before you start filming, but TikTok is much easier. So as the news is coming, I'm updating people on TikTok sharp. So if you've not followed me on my TikTok, please go to my bio. You will see my TikTok link, or its same name here. Oh no, it's not the same name. Go to my bio, you will see the TikTok, just click on it and hit the follow button so that you will not miss out on any of the immigration updates. So now I'm just going to repeat the update that I've already shared on TikTok, which is regarding the Agri-Food pilot. So the Agri-Food pilot is officially open in 2025. It's just that the only bad news is there is a cap. So they welcomed 2,750 people last year for the Agri-Food pilot. However, for this year, there is a reduction. So they reduced it to 1,010. Of course, we already know the reason for that reduction, because they've cut down the number of people that they want to welcome into the country as a permanent resident in 2025, 2026, and even 2027. So the Agri-Food pilot program has officially opened and it will be closed May 14th, 2025. However, this program does not even get to the closing date because people submit application fast, and before you know, it's filled up and they will close it. So that's why I always recommend people, especially those people that are preparing for the Caregiver program, I always tell you, get prepared. Once that Caregiver program opens, it's the same thing with the Agri-Food pilot. People will rush in, submit their application, and before you know, the application, the number of people that they want will get filled up, and then they will close it. Okay, so that is what they usually do when it comes to these annual programs. That's in programs that opens annually. So that is it for the Agri-Food pilot. I just want to chip it in so that people here on YouTube will also know the update. So if you've not followed me on TikTok, please go and follow me on TikTok. So let's dive into the main gist for today. So like I said, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what you can do if your comprehensive ranking score is still low and how you can come in as a permanent resident. This is for those that maybe they're in their late 30s or in their early 40s and you don't know the things you have to do in order to come in as a permanent resident. You know, guys, I'm always an advocate of you coming in as a permanent resident, not through the study route or any other route, just come in as a permanent resident. So let's dive in. I'm going to discuss 3 major routes you can use to come in as a permanent resident. This route might not favor everybody, but it's just a way of putting it out there in case it favors you. You will get to know, and then you will know what to do to come in as a permanent resident. So let's go. So the first option you have is the Provincial Nominee program. Yes, I've spoken a lot about it in this my channel. However, I want to give more details about the PNP. So I realized that some people, because of their their age, even when they have the highest score in their IELTS, they can still create an express entry profile. Now, there are some provinces you can apply to directly, even without you creating an express entry profile. With that, when you apply to these provinces, if they nominate you, you'll be able to have 600 points, and then you'll be able to create an express entry profile. That is number one option. So, but this one might take a longer time. It can take up to 12 months for you to get a feedback from this province. However, if you are able to create an express entry profile, you can do that, and then provinces will nominate you while you are in the express entry profile, and this one takes a shorter time, which is 6 months. So basically, this provincial nominee program is useful for those that do not have work experience under the category based draw. You know that the category based draw, the comprehensive ranking score that they invite to apply is usually low compared to the general draw. So if you don't fall among the category based draw, you can explore this provincial nominee program. For those that can't create their express entry or be in the pool, you can apply directly to the provinces. It's not all provinces though that you can apply directly to, because there are some provinces that they mainly pick from the pool, but look for provinces that you can apply to directly. Once you qualify and you get nominated, they give you 600 points. With that point, you can use it to create your express entry profile. And note that even when the province nominates you, you still have to write your IELTS, okay? The only difference is you will not be struggling to score really high in your IELTS because you already have your 600 points. So you can just write an IELTS with a minimum score that is required, which is band 7. So you will not struggle so hard to get a very high score in your IELTS. That's the advantage. Also, you still have to evaluate your academic credentials because it's the major requirement that you need to create an express entry pool. So just explore the provincial nominee program. It will be useful for you if you want to come in as a permanent resident. I want to tell you guys that there are over 80 provincial nominee program streams you can apply to. So just explore those streams and see which one you qualify for. Then the second route you can use is the sponsorship. There are different types of sponsorship, so I'm going to be discussing them and then you know which one you will explore. Number one is the popular one, which you already know, which is the spousal sponsorship. Now, if you have a spouse that is a permanent resident or a Canadian citizen, the spouse can sponsor you, but you should be able to prove that both of you are truly married because of some things that are happening already. IRCC know that people are just doing marriage of convenience. So for you to be able to do spousal sponsorship, you should prove to IRCC that both of you are legally married and not just because of sponsorship. You guys understand? Then the second sponsorship is when you have a child that is a permanent resident or a child that is a citizen. So you as the child can be able to sponsor you as the parents to become a permanent resident here in Canada. So that is called the parent or grandparent sponsorship. The child should be able to sponsor you to become a permanent resident. Okay, and the third type is when you, the parent, is a permanent resident or a citizen. If you have a child that is 22 years below, you'll be able to sponsor that child to become a permanent resident, but you need to prove that the child is financially dependent on you. However, if you have a child that is 22 years and above, you may still be able to sponsor the child if the child is not mentally okay, or the child has a physical condition, maybe disabled or something. So you should be able to sponsor your child even when the child is 22 years and above. And this child must not be married or be in a common law relationship. So these are the criteria areas you can use to sponsor your child. Then the third way is coming through the Atlantic immigration pilot programs. So the Atlantic regions we have in Canada is the New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador. So I've discussed about this Atlantic immigration pilot program on my previous video. I'm just going to leave a link in the description box so that you know how the program works. But majorly, the major requirement for this program is a job offer. You need to have a job offer in one of the qualified communities. So I'm going to leave a link in the description box so that you know how the program works and how you can use through this program to come in as a permanent resident. So the next one you would have used to come in as a permanent resident is the Agri-Food pilot, which I already said that it's open already, and will I say fortunately or unfortunately that the program is coming to an end this year. This Agri-Food pilot started since 2020, so it's a 5 years program, and May 14th 2025 it will come to an end, except IRCC they decide to extend the program. This is a program that people have been utilizing to come in as a permanent resident, or rather they come in, work, and then they can apply for permanent residents. Like now the program is opened for people that are already here and they've already worked, and they can apply for permanent resident. So another program that you can use to come is the Caregiver program, which we are keeping our fingers crossed because we don't know when that will open. Last year Mark Miller announced that there will be a caregiver program that will enable you to become a permanent resident on arrival. We've not heard any other news from after that announcement, so we are hoping that this one that the Agri-Food pilot program has opened, hopefully that the caregiver program will be open soon. But it will be for those that have gotten a job, which is the major requirement. And if you've gotten a job, you need to write an IELTS of minimum band 4, or is it band 4 or band 5, for you to qualify for this program. So the major hurdle you need to cross for under the caregiver program is you getting a job. Once you get a job, you can write your IELTS, evaluate your academic credentials, and you are good to go. So with this program, age is not a barrier because you are not competing with anybody in the express entry pool. Once you get a job and you get a you've done your IELTS, you'll be able to apply for permanent residency on arrival. So guys, these are the programs you can explore if you know that your age is no longer on your side and you can't create an express entry profile. You can explore any of those programs and see which one favors you. I really hope that this video is useful to you guys. Please like and share this video so that it will get to people that will need this video. I really wish you guys all the best. I'm always advocating for you guys. Please do not give up on your Canada immigration journey. Just stay focused. Listen to Canada immigration updates so that you know how you will always align yourself to opportunities that come out. If you have any questions at all, drop it in the comment section and I'll be ready and happy to answer you. Thanks to all those people that have subscribed to my channel. Please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button right now if you've watched this video to the end, and then you can follow me on my TikTok and Instagram page so that you will not miss out in any immigration updates and news. See you guys in my next video.